He's a celebrated designer, stylist, and possibly the best in the business. He's created an empire for himself. Manish Malhotra, welcome to the Firstpost show.
Thank you so much.
From camera when you started as a model and now to the most celebrated fashion designer.
God, I don't know about the most celebrated fashion designer, but I think, yes, I celebrate my work for sure.
How did that happen though?
I think that the thing was, even there as a model, I was working hard. I was doing a lot of work, not ramp shows, but, and then I said, I paint and sketch. I love movies and everything, but I wanted to be a film director. And then I said, but no, first for pocket money, let me join a boutique as a sales boy. And even at the age of 18, 19, I was working. And I really started enjoying that. I used to sketch and paint and all of that. And then Rohan Shrestha's father, Rakesh Shrestha, started introducing me to actors. And David Dhawan was married to my cousin sister, Lali Dhawan. And so I did an outfit for his film in 1989. That was Swarg. And then I kind of moved on to 1990 and met actors, started doing photo shoots. And because I could sketch and paint quickly, I got a lot of movies. And here I was 23, working 18 hours from one actor to the other. At that time, it was about, I want to work with that director, I want to work with this actor. I never ever imagined that I would get into mainstream or, and that got so popular that Yash Birla and Avanti Birla offered me a store, which we opened called Reverie. Then I moved on to Sheetal Design Studio. And there I learned a lot about production and the big setup and everything. And then I launched my own label. The first 5 years of my label were between movies, fashion show, just not. And then I narrowed it down to just Indian wear. The label started doing really well. It was doing well from day one, but kind of more focused, more streamlined.
Correct.
And so here it is. Today we are 11 years old, and today if you ask me what's on my mind, it's Fashion Week, it's expansion. It's reinventing diversity in my work, a lot more stores, and the business of fashion.
See, usually when models walk on the ramp, right, a few of my friends, I know how stressed they are and how worried they're about what they're wearing, the outfit and all of that. How are you backstage? I know you're hysterical, Manish.
I'm very nervous.
What do you do?
I'm stressed. I keep I'm like start the show. So it's like a whole nervousness, stress, discussion, all of that. I'm a part of the fittings. I'm before time or rehearsals, or I'm also with the mic and telling the choreographer, let's do this, lots of the whole show direction. When the models are taking care of the hair, makeup, the front row, the setting, everything. And there comes a time when there's like a 20 minutes gap, everybody's ready, and the show has to start. Then I'm like a restless chicken and I start the show. Now just start the show. It's been days of discussion, nights and working in the nights and all of that, and working around the clock kind of thing. And so, that's what I'm a bundle of nerves.
And this is a funny thing to look at. Like
it's a very funny thing.
Like somebody mentioned, the show is not on the ramp, the show is inside.
Yeah. And like, we did this show, Regal Threads, for the Sahachari Foundation this year, the beginning of this year. And Katrina Kaif, after the interview, said, I want to be like Manish. He's just behaved as if it was his first show backstage. I get really hyper. I really get hyper.
I mean, see, that's the great thing, right? All the actors that I've spoken to, they always say every single time I do another movie, it's always like my first.
Yes, I think so too. Yes, it's kind of. Also, I'm not that person who dwells in the past and speaks. I did this and I did that. I find that very boring. I find that it's about what am I doing today? What am I going to do tomorrow?
Oh, lovely. You always are on your work part.
Yeah.
All the time.
Yeah, it gives me a high. Yeah, that's the only thing I'm interested in. I'm not really interested in looking left or right or hearing something, reading something. Oh, this one has to say that. That was just no. My focus is how do I get my craft better.
Manish, tell me something. 26 years into this industry, 11 years for your label. Has there been ever a point when one day you just woke up and you said, oh my God, I can't think about anything new?
Oh, many a times.
Really?
Yeah. Many a times. And then you I think not that I cannot think anything newer, more that, oh my God, now too many questions are being asked by my assistants and by this thing and by that thing. And there is so much to do.
Yeah.
And there's so much that I want to do. So that's that whole, thing that I pick up many times with. That's my only stress. And because I think I'm always wanting to work and do more.
Wonderful. This time around, Lakme Fashion Week is sometime when I get the most excited about? And we just saw your premiere of the collection that you're going to be presenting at the Winter Festive collection. What is the story behind this collection?
Well, the story behind this collection is that this time actually I didn't want to do Fashion Week because I'm very tied up with a lot of wedding orders and there are a lot of expansion plans. And like I was telling you earlier, thinking what next, what more, and all of that. And so when I said that to Fashion Week and IMG, and they were like, yes, okay, very nicely with a smile. And next they were like, but guess what we have for you, and only you can do it. And so there was a Etihad Airways, first time in India, virtual reality show. First time Etihad is collaborating with an Indian designer in India, and it was just there were just too many firsts. I was like, okay, I'm doing it. So which is just 15 days ago, and we were talking about it, and I was like, okay, kind of thing. And so it's, I think, going to be my fastest collection ever, and it's about festive. It's a time of festive, and the Lakme Fashion Week is about festive collections, and it's a collection all about celebrating Indian silhouettes, celebrating Indian color tradition in my signature style of glamour, and I think the volumes are lesser. It's more streamlined. It's more flowy. It's got the drama. It's got the red carpet feel, and yet it's very wearable. It's a lot of craft of thread work, a lot of color amalgamation. It's also very personality driven, I would think. It's for the confident bride. It's for the experimental bridegroom. It's for the experimental families or friends who are attending the weddings and the festive season and going out or celebrating it. It's keeping in the genre and DNA of my brand, of my thinking, of my label. And yet I think it kind of has a lot of influence of global fashion, as you saw, off shoulder, drop shoulder, the trail, the silhouettes going a little more slimmer,
Right.
and a lot of saris, revival of saris as they are. For me, it's like the 60s influence, of a sari the way it should be, just worn, very beautiful artwork, but a proper sari. There's no cut paste, there's no too much of tweaking on it or too much of structuring it. It's just that beautiful 5.5 yards.
Oh, beautiful. So you're trying to tell me that this time at LFW you won't be opening it?
No, it's a very, very different show. I'm not opening it because for us it was about making the world experience a show which is a part of Fashion Week and yet is connecting to the world. And that for me is technology, where you can take your work and show to the whole world. So I'm very, very happy to be India's first designer to be doing a virtual reality show. So we shoot it that day. It's for very limited edition people, like limited people there, and it's 75 outfits. So it's a very colonial, beautiful setup here at the ITC Parel, and it's got in Mumbai. It's got a lovely fountain. Models walk around it, and we want the world to experience it.
We're all excited. And
Thank
all
you.
the best to the other designer who's opening, though. He's got a great challenge to make that impact, the way you did it.
I'm sure they will.
Oh, you're going to be humble now.
No, I am humble. And it's not humble, I am just the way I am, nice. I think nice.
Nice is the right word then.
Yeah.
We'll go with nice. We're going to play this really small game called...
Game.
Yeah, this or that. It's a word game. So I'm going to give you two options between a lot of things and you just choose one of them.
Okay.
Okay? We're going to start. Kabhi Kushi Kabhi Gum or Rangila?
Rangila.
Kareena Kapoor or Deepika Padukone? After
Kareena
the Persian
Kapoor.
story.
But yet Kareena Kapoor,
Kareena
I think, because I've known her for much longer.
Yeah. Lehenga or sari?
This show sari.
The show sari.
Yeah.
Now there's a tricky one. Karan Johar or Niranjan Iyengar? You have to answer this though.
Oh God. Chalo Karan Johar.
Karan Johar. Movies or ramp?
Movies is my first love.
Movies. Meryl Streep or Madonna?
Meryl Streep.
Lovely then. There's one more. Kareena Kapoor again or Karishma Kapoor?
Karishma Kapoor.
This one again after the Persian story. Arjun Kapoor or Fawad Khan?
अब तो फवाद खान बोलना पड़ेगा Persian story के बाद.
Now the last one. Mother of the bride or mother of the groom?
Whichever is making a more expensive and elaborate outfit. But I think no. I think more whichever is carrying an outfit with elan and style.
I've heard this answer before and you've not changed. You're still at
the same things.
expense.
Yeah. Why should I change?
No, obviously not.
No.
Never change.
Never
Just
change.
Let,
never change.
let it
I
go
don't
with the
believe
flow.
in that.
Thank you so much, Manish.
Thank you.
We can't be more excited.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you so much for being on the show.
Not at
and
all.
we will see you at Lakme Fashion Week.
Yes.